Hello, folks. So today we're going to talk about the Huawei Mate 9. Now, this came out at the beginning of the year, and I think it has been a very popular phone. I have been using this particular one for 3 months as my main phone, and I can honestly say it's one of my favorite phones in the last year or so. I think it's an absolute gorgeous phone. Quickly, this has the top of the line processor from Huawei's own processor line. It has 4 GB of memory. It has 4000 milliampere hour battery, so huge battery. If I'm not mistaken, 6.1 or 6.2 inch display. Very small bezels, as you can. I'll show you guys. Look at that. That's a very tiny bezel, and it's an IPS screen, but frankly, you won't be able to tell. I'm gonna enter my code off the screen so nobody knows what my code is. But look at that screen. It's actually wonderfully vibrant, and look at that viewing angle. It's like feels like looking at a piece of paper that's somehow lit from the back. Like, look at that. It's pretty, and in the bright sunlight it's perfect. Now, usually with phones, couple of things that absolutely is a deal breaker for me is weak Bluetooth is one, weak Wi-Fi, and cellular connection. But then again, I find myself never making phone calls anymore, like unless it's about a job, or I definitely can't get hold of my wife and I really need to get hold of my wife. That's only time I actually use calling, or to make like doctor's appointments and stuff, where other old people, you have to deal with them, whatnot, whatever. So all in all, it's a very good UI. It's not heavily shaded at all. No physical buttons. The fingerprint scanner is on the back. As you can see, it has the Leica dual camera system that Huawei has been known for. They used it on the P9, and I think they're still using it for the P10. But stay the heck away from the P10, because just do some searches on Google, and you'll find out like they really screwed the pooch on the memory. So some of the memories are super fast, some of the memories are super slow. But not with this particular thing. It's fast as hell. I mean, seriously. And it has like a lower level AI system. Oh, it just went into a one-handed mode. It has a lower level AI system that kind of optimizes the processor performance and also the battery, kind of according to your usage. So let's per se, I don't really haven't looked into it in depth, but let's per se you're a gamer, so it kind of optimizes for that. If you're mostly a surfing guy or like Instagram and all that, or let's per se Reddit or Imager, I should say, those I'll be the one. The speakers are pretty loud. Just one side, it's not stereo or anything, but it's pretty loud. It does break up a little bit on the higher end, but I think it's still good. Here's the power button. The body feels very well built. It does have an IR blaster. I don't know if you guys see that. There's an IR blaster. It's headphone jack. And it does take dual SIM. Mine actually, at least, is dual SIM. It has a metallic back. Again, a very beautiful, nice, and like not too heavy, but it just still feels like substantial in your hand. And the screen to body ratio is actually pretty amazing. Again, take a look at that. You're not gonna be sad about this screen, I can tell you that much. So, and now that being said, one thing that infuriated me about this stupid phone is that I think the Bluetooth is not the best. Okay, so I have my Galaxy S8 Plus, and with the same Bluetooth headset, I can at least step out of the door and go to the next room, and I can still hear, as long as, like, you know, my head is pointing kind of toward the door. But with this one, I would just walk away from my desk, and sometimes it would lose it, and it says, you know, it's not a shitty one. I have a Bluebird Jaybird X or whatever it's called. Very good, what do you call, Bluetooth headphone, but yeah, headset, but it just loses it. Man, it just annoys me so much. But other than that, I don't find any connectivity issues. With my watch, the LG, what do you call, Arbane 3G one that I have here, it connected just fine. I would be all the way upstairs, and my phone would be downstairs, and I would still have connection. So that was good. So maybe it's not the Bluetooth. Maybe it's something to do with the software. I don't know, but that infuriated me. The Wi-Fi is very good. The cellular reception is absolutely amazing. It stays fast. That's the thing. It's weird because, you know, you keep on installing those apps over and over and over again. Well, different apps, but then it kind of gets bogged down, and you kind of gets a little depressing because your phone used to be so fast, then it got slow. But not with this thing though. It stayed fast all the way through, and everything. There's no hesitance. And I'm using the S8 Plus right now, and I can tell you some of the system animations on the Samsung was sometimes a bit stuttery, but never on this one. I don't know what they've done to optimize it, but it's pretty good. What else? It does come with a bloatware. Huawei is just known for putting shit apps on it that keeps on bugging you. But one thing I can say, keep the power monitor on. That comes from Huawei. It's actually very good. Very good and very customizable. So you can do a lot of things with it. So keep that going. That being said, I suppose my only complaint with this phone would be that it is nothing new. That's right. It's a phone with a huge screen with the metal back. The camera is, but there's lots of ones like Xiaomi has a shit ton of these dual camera systems, and everybody does really, besides Samsung. So it's nothing new, man. It's just a beautiful screen, beautiful phone. But you know, you can easily go get, let's say, the G6 for almost the same price, LG G6, or you can go get, I don't know, the S8 for a couple of $100 more. But if you want something reliable and a beautiful screen, and you don't like those gimmicky edge corners and whatnot, just get this. You can't go wrong. I mean, in Europe, you can pick it up for around, I don't know, 450 to 500 euro. You should be able to pick it up one unlocked. Possibly a dual SIM model as well, because that's quite prevalent in this part of the world. All in all, I say it's a great phone. Use it, try it out, let me know what you think. Oh yeah, and the second thing is that even though the loudspeakers are loud, but it does break up on the higher ends, which is a bit sad. It does have notification lights, but I must say sometimes they don't work with WhatsApp. I don't know what's up with Huawei and WhatsApp. It just I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Now 2 phones I had, they all did the same thing. What else can I tell you? Besides that, I think it's totally worth the buy. It has its quirks, but everybody does too. If you like the look, go for it. Let me know what you think. The front cameras are very good, and for those people that spends a lot of time on, let's say, Snapchat, chat, and Instagram and all that stuff, and it's very augmented reality stuff and very intensive, you'll be just fine. It's very fast. It is only full HD, so it's 1080p. So if you want to do VR or something like that, or Daydream, Google Daydream, it's not gonna look the best. I think you might be able to run it. I'm not sure. I haven't tried on this one, but you might be able to run it. Okay, so let's get into the box. I've already showed you the phone. The box is a very beautiful box, and I like Huawei, right? This is the thing. This guy still, when you buy a phone from them, they pretty much will include a bunch of shit in there that they used to in the olden days. Like, you know, you bought a phone, you just didn't get the freaking pin to remove your SIM card and put it in. And, you know, that's it. But Huawei will actually give you extra shit. Like, look at this. It comes with a very decent looking, case right out the box. I mean, fine, you're not gonna get a whole lot of protection, but hey, you would have some protection until you could buy another one. Like, it's actually some outside protection. I mean, it's hard, but it's still malleable, so it's not like gonna crack on your hand right away. So it's actually very beautiful, and I love the fact that they give you that. And this pack just holds headphones and your cables and your charger. My charger is not here. My cable and charger are upstairs, so I will just show you one thing. Huawei just can't help themselves, okay? They still copy the stupid iPhone headphones and put it here. I mean, come on, you guys have better shit. Just do the better stuff. But no, but at least, you know what, they at least give you one, which is so nice. If you buy like from a bigger one, there's nothing there, just a freaking box, a charger cable, and that's it. So that's why I like Huawei. They give you some extra stuff. You get okay, I have never dealt with the service, so I don't know. Let me know if you think that a service is absolute crap, but I don't think so. I think the product is great. It's more reasonably priced. I mean, cell phones keep on getting cheaper and cheaper, but you have to keep in mind that most of the prices for the cell phone, it's the promise of future updates and future security patches. So a lot of the times, those Chinese companies like Xiaomi and whatnot, they just not gonna, once they made the phone and released it, they don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But a company like Samsung and Google, yeah, Google too, why not, for Google Pixel or Apple, they will continue on doing it for, I don't know, 2-3 years, which is why you pay that extra €300 or $300 premium. So keep that in mind. Give this a phone a try if you're looking for something affordable, but still a flagship and frankly, a monster. It's an amazing phone. Give it a try. Okay, talk to you guys soon.